It's playoff time in many fall sports, and welcome to Sports Jam. I'm John Jacobson.
I'm Jay Wilcox. We'll have section soccer highlights and a look ahead for local teams headed to state, plus section football matchups. And later we'll meet twin brothers who have helped lead Prairie Seeds to the state boys soccer tournament.
And we'll get started with the regular season finales in prep football. Maple Grove was looking to wrap up the North Division title in the Northwest Suburban Conference and finish unbeaten as well for a second regular season in a row. They took on Champlin Park on the Wednesday night to wrap up the season. And Maple Grove getting started early. Clark Winnicky running one in from 30 yards out, and it's 6-0 Crimson. Next series for Champlin Park, their punt blocked by Chris Bondakowski. Brian Brockhausen runs it in for a score. 13-0 Maple Grove with under 4 minutes played in the game. First play of the second quarter. Crimson QB Evan Pukel on the keeper. He gets into the end zone. A 5-yard touchdown run makes it 20-0 Maple Grove. And they get another score before halftime. It's fullback Tyler Coyne from a yard out. 27-0 Maple Grove at the half. They go on to win 34-7 over Champlin Park. And we'll hear from the Crimson later in the show.
Osseo took aim at the West Division title against a tough opponent as they met up with Totino Grace. And this one's all defense in the first half. The Grace pass rush forces Matt Medke out of the pocket. Matt Lentner with the sack for the Eagles. Demi Finley's had a great year for Osseo. He gets into the backfield and gets a tackle for loss here. This one's scoreless at halftime. But on the first play from scrimmage in the second half, Jamin Hampton breaks loose for Osseo. He breaks a tackle and keeps his balance here. He goes 67 yards for a touchdown and a 7-0 Osseo lead. The Eagles answer right back, though, capping the drive with an 8-yard touchdown pass to Darrell Waindham from Seth Solwald, and we're tied up. The Orioles build a lead, though. Medke's 21-yard touchdown pass here to Connor Kittleson in the fourth quarter puts Osseo up 21-7. After Grace pulls within 21-14, Prince Crua's turn to break loose for Osseo as he rips off a 64-yard run down to the Eagles' 9-yard line. That sets up a 5-yard touchdown run by Medke, and Osseo wins the West Division with a 28-14 win.
Sometimes the best way to forget a loss is to get back on the field. Wayzata lost a lopsided game to Eden Prairie, but came right back with a strong effort against Minnetonka. First quarter, Trojans running back Tanner Bedard takes the handoff, gets around the corner and into the end zone. The Trojans lead it 7-0. Minnetonka answers with a big scoring play. Nick Rooney to Mitch Felkner down the sideline. This one covers 80 yards in all. Minnetonka ties Wayzata up at 7. But the Trojans go back in front. Jake Marsh to Michael Smith. This one's a 12-yard touchdown pass to make it 14-7. Wayzata scores again to go up 21-7 at halftime. Third quarter, back to the passing game. Marsh will throw this time to Braden Campbell. 12 yards and a touchdown, and 28-7 Wayzata. The Trojans cheerleaders getting a workout as the points pile up. Marsh with another touchdown pass, and it makes it 35-7. They win at 35-14 and finish the regular season 5-2.
In the Tri-Metro Conference, Providence Academy hosts Breck. After a Providence field goal, Breck quarterback Braden Kulick sneaks in for the score. Breck grabs the lead at 6-3. Providence answers, though. Henry Vandell on a pump fake, and then over the top to Ben Ratliff for the touchdown. The Lions lead 10-6 at the half. In the third quarter, Trey Webush takes the handoff and fights his way just across the goal line here. Providence extends the lead to 17-6. Later in the third, Ryan Richelson goes off left tackle and slips in for another Providence touchdown, and they're in command. Their defense does the rest. Kulick looking deep down the sideline. Josh Dart with one of his 2 interceptions as Providence beats Breck by a score of 24-6. That brings us to playoff time in prep football. The biggest schools in Class 6A start Friday. Other local squads will have games Tuesday and potentially Saturday this week. Maple Grove gets the top seed in Section 5 of 6A with Osseo 2nd and Blaine 3rd. Totino Grace is 4th with Champlin Park at number 7. In first-round games Friday, Maple Grove hosts Anoka, Champlin Park is at Osseo, and Grace hosts Coon Rapids. After the first round, this section crosses over with Section 6. for second-round games. In Section 6, Eden Prairie is the number 1 seed, with Wayzata second and Prior Lake third. Edina and Minnetonka are 4 and 5. Winless Armstrong is number 8. Hopkins visits Wayzata, and Armstrong gets the tough task of playing at Eden Prairie Friday in their opener.
Cooper is up 1 class to 5A this fall, despite a pretty decent 5-3 mark. The Hawks are the number 5 seed in Section 4 behind Mahtomedi, Andover, Irondale, and Spring Lake Park. Cooper is at Spring Lake Park Tuesday night. In Class 4A, De La Salle and Benilde are the top 2 seeds in Section 6. Then it's Blake, Fridley, and Park Center. The Pirates are at Fridley Tuesday night. Again, winners meet Saturday in semifinal play. Providence Academy and Breck are in Class 3A, where they are the 4-5 seeds, respectively, in Section 2. Glencoe Silver Lake is the number 1 seed. Providence and Breck play Tuesday, just 6 days after their end of the season meeting. Brooklyn Centers in Class 2A. The Centaurs are the number 5 seed in Section 4. They'll play at Howard Lake Waverly Winstead Tuesday night in the quarterfinals. West Lutheran is the number 6 seed in Section 2 of 9-man, and they're at Medelia on Tuesday.
Should be a very interesting playoff season, John. Some good teams in the area this fall.
I should mention this week it's State Girls Tennis Tournament Week. Breck and Providence Academy both in the A-team tournament bracket. Still to come here on Sports Jam, playoff soccer, and later we'll meet twin brothers who helped Prairie Seeds into the state soccer tournament. Welcome back. Time to talk playoff soccer and section title games.
Starting with the most intriguing local matchup as Prairie Seeds in its first season in Class AA met top seed Maple Grove in the Section 5 AA Boys Championship on Maple Grove's home field off of Prairie Seeds' corner. Mounir Peterson Darbaki gets a shot, but goalkeeper Ben Nelson stops it. We're at 0-0 at halftime. Second half and another corner kick. This time Charles Huberty heads the ball into the turf and it bounces past Nelson. Prairie Seeds takes the lead 5 minutes into the second half. Kevin Hoof makes a bid to tie it up here, but CJ Damey just gets a piece of it in goal for Prairie Seeds. And they are able to ice it later on as Malegbe Keita steals the pass. He takes a long shot. Darwin Campoverde is there for the rebound. Prairie Seeds is headed to state with a 2-0 win. The Lycans are the number 5 seed for the state tournament, and they'll meet number 4 seed North St. Paul Thursday at Chisago Lakes High School. That's at 7:30 in the quarterfinals.
In Section 6AA, the Wayzata boys went up against top seed Minneapolis Southwest in the final. This one on Southwest home field, early first half. Lewis O'Connor's corner kick headed in by Nick Riley for a goal and a 1-0 Trojans lead. Later in the first, Alex Paulsgrove races in alone and drills the high shot. Wayzata stunning the top-ranked Lakers. They're out to a 2-0 lead. That's the score at halftime. Southwest, though, comes out hard in the second half. Off the corner kick, Callan Knudsen gets control and scores top corner to get the Lakers on the board. Adam Muellering with the perfect cross. Knudsen with a redirect goal, and we're tied up at 2. And the Lakers complete the comeback. Diego Rios with a nice move, scores with the left foot here. 3 goals, second half rally gets Southwest the section title, and they get the trip to state.
A very experienced Heritage Christian Academy boys team look for its first trip to state as they face Totino Grace in the rain in the Section 5A final. Nick Wilson with a great shot for Heritage here, but Brandon Hilliard is strong in goal for Totino Grace. This one 0-0 at halftime. In the second half, though, Wilson's free kick will be headed in by Miguel Holguin. Heritage jumps out on top, 1-0. But Totino Grace answers about 8 minutes later. It's volleyed high in the air. Nick Tandeschi gets his foot on it, and he's able to loft it over Jack Vandertop. And the Eagles from Totino Grace tie it up 1-1. Under 8 minutes left in regulation, Micah Rolfe will take a long shot for Totino Grace, and on this wet night it slips past Vandertop. That's a game winner, and Totino Grace takes it 2-1. The unseeded Eagles now meet third seed Hill Murray in the state quarterfinals Friday night at 5:30 at Chisago Lakes High School.
Breck's boys soccer team was seeking its first trip to state since the 2008 season. Mustangs hosted Waconia in the Section 6A championship game. Early first half, the Mustangs' Alexander Hasselbring scoring. 1-0 Breck less than 5 minutes in. Midway through the opening half, Oconee with a corner kick. And the ball comes to Anthony Schuster, and he buries the shot, and it's tied up at 1. No more scoring in this one in regulation and overtime, and Waconia ahead 3-2 in the shootout. It's their goalie, John Rogers, making the save on Josh Getzman to end it. For the second straight year, the Wildcats eliminate the Mustangs and move on to state.
In girls soccer, Park Center and Totino Grace didn't allow a goal on the way to the Section 5A championship game. Grace's Nicole Newman with a good shot here, but Pirates keeper Emily Nelson makes a diving save. Park Center nearly gets one off a free kick, but the header goes just wide. This one is 0-0 at halftime. With about 17 minutes left, Chase Miller volleys one ahead for Grace. Amanda Engelbrecht plays it around Nelson and has an open net to put the ball in. She buries it. That's the only goal as Totino Grace goes back to the state tournament for a 13th time as they win it 1-0. The Eagles are seeded 4th for the state tournament. They'll play Hill Murray in the quarterfinals. That's Thursday at 7:30 at St. Cloud State.
In Section 6A, Benilde St. Margaret's pulled away for a decisive win. The Red Knights hosting Orono for the title. Benilde's Emma Vanderheide stealing the Orono clearing pass and blasts a perfectly placed shot under the crossbar. Benilde's up 1-0. That's the score at halftime. Second half, and it's Jordan Mattis to Aleska Tatarin, back to Mattis for the shot and goal. And Benilde is up 2-0. Orono tries to cut into the lead, but Miranda Mosier's shot is stopped. The Red Knights hold that 2-0 edge. They break it open from there. Tatarin, shrugging off the defender, buries it in for the 5th goal of the night for Benilde. The Red Knights on to state with a 5-1 win. Benilde's the number 2 seed for state. They play unseeded Duluth-Denfeld in the quarterfinals Thursday at 7:30. They don't have to travel out of their home city either. The game's at St. Louis Park High School.
Meanwhile, Maple Grove's girls against Mounds View. Scoreless late in the game. Mounds View's Emily Michelson with the crossing pass, and Heather Lee is there to put it away with just over a minute left. Mounds View pulls out a 1-0 win in the 5AA final. Hopkins lost 1-0 to Minnetonka in the 6AA girls final. We're to playoff time in volleyball, and some local teams have high hopes coming into this postseason. Osseo is the top seed in Section 5 3A with Champlain Park 2nd and Blaine 3rd. Totino Grace is number 6 with Maple Grove 8th, and Rogers is 9th. In first round action Tuesday involving local teams, Maple Grove hosts Rogers and Totino Grace hosts Coon Rapids. Thursday, Osseo takes on the Rogers Maple Grove winner. Champlain Park is at home against Centennial or Spring Lake Park, and the Grace Coon Rapids winner is at Blaine. In Section 6 3A, Lake Conference champ Minnetonka is the top seed, followed by Eden Prairie, Hopkins, and Southwest. Wayzata is 5th, Armstrong 7th, and Cooper 11th. Benilde is at Orono in first round play Tuesday, along with Wayzata hosting Park. Cooper is at Edina, and Armstrong hosts Washburn. In the quarterfinals Thursday, 2 matches are at Minnetonka and 2 are at Eden Prairie at 5:30 and 7 p.m. in both gyms. In Class 2A, Section 5, Park Center is the number 1 seed in the north subsection ahead of Zimmerman. Maple Lake and De La Salle are the top 2 in the south. In first round play Thursday, Park Center hosts Henry with Providence at Rockford, and Brooklyn Center is at Fridley.
A very successful season for a local girls swimming and diving team continued this past weekend as Wayzata won the state AA True Team Meet. The Trojans scored 2,342 points to beat out Stillwater for the top spot. Lake Conference teams take 4 of the top 5 spots, with Wayzata 1st, Eden Prairie 3rd, Minnetonka 4th, and Edina 5th.
And the Trojans will probably be a strong threat at the state meet as well, it would look like.
I would think so. That comes up next week in November at the U of M. Next up in our Sports Jam Spotlight, we'll meet a dynamic twin brother duo that's helped lead Prairie Seeds to the state soccer tournament.
As we saw earlier in the show, the Prairie Seeds boys soccer team is headed back to the state tournament. In this week's Sports Jam Spotlight, we meet a duo that means double trouble for Lycan's opponents. He's going to look for a shot. He fires. Nelson the save. Rebounds loose and a goal. Prairie Seeds makes it 2-0. It's a thrill to be in the state tournament, and this time in Class AA for Prairie Seeds seniors and twin brothers Mounir and Hafid Peterson Darbaki.
We were really determined, especially before the final. We were really focused because, especially what happened after, what happened last year, it really disappointed us because we had a lot of seniors that were really excited to win state last year, but it didn't work out. But this year we got a good team. We have, our coach is doing the right things for us, and if we keep listening to him, we'll be able to pull out every result, and hopefully we can win state this year. It's really exciting because for me, I've been going to the state tournament for the past 4 years now. At least, last year we were going to, but then with the situation that occurred, we weren't able to. But yeah, it feels good because 4 years in a row being section champions is really difficult to do, but we pulled it off, and it's an exciting prospect.
They've played together all the way up. Mounir, who is 12 minutes older, is a high-scoring forward. Hafid, who is hoping a knee injury he aggravated in the section final won't keep him out of the state tournament, leads as a defender for the Lycans. Sharing the experience with a twin has been great.
It's really, really good because we've been playing together on the same club, of course, since we were like 10 years old. That's when we first started playing soccer. And to play on the same team as him and to watch him score all those goals for the past few years, it's fun to see. I'm always in the back, so I'm just basically watching and enjoying him play. We've been playing together since we were little. I mean, if it weren't for each other, we're the reason that we're able to grow so much. I mean, he's a defender, I'm a forward. We used to play all the time against each other when we were little, and that's how it helped us develop our skills. So, I mean, I'm proud to see him play. He's proud to see me play. It's a good thing because we've been together for so long. I mean, we understand the way we play. So, I mean, it's a good feeling.
They're completely two different players. Hafid is a defender. He plays center back or outside back. Mounir is more of a creative player. He's a forward / attacking midfielder. So they're different. Hafid is more of a little bit subtle, more of calm, more of a leader for the team. Mounir is more of a little bit of, if you call it, energy and a little bit feistier.
Prairie Seeds soccer has seen a lot of controversy, including the brawl with Totino Grace at the end of last season's section final. The Darbakis are able to look at the whole situation as a learning experience.
We're just focused on playing. We don't really care about what anyone else says. And we learned a lot from the experience last year. We know what we're supposed to do, what we're not supposed to do, and we're following it. So that's all that matters. This year, we are setting a much more positive standard. We're a lot more calm compared to last year. So yeah, I mean, yeah, overall it's really good. I feel like we're not necessarily cleaning things up, but just cleaning up our image.
These guys excel in the classroom too as A students and have enjoyed the small school atmosphere at Prairie Seeds.
Originally I was supposed to go to Cooper or Armstrong, but then in 8th grade I used to go to Sandburg, they're closed now, but yeah, I transferred from Sandburg to Prairie Seeds, so I've been going here since middle school. And the environment here is a lot different than I expected. I always thought a small school wouldn't be very exciting, it'd be pretty boring, but no, actually academic-wise it helps you a lot because you get a lot of one-on-one time with the teacher, and just you get to know everyone, It's not like there's people that you don't know. You get to know everyone, and everyone gets to know you, so it's hard not to make friends.
Hafid and Mounir are taking classes at North Hennepin Community College as part of the post-secondary enrollment options program.
I signed up for some classes, and the first semester I was there, I took 4 classes, and I figured out about this 2-year program that they had, so you can get your associate's degree. It's not really anything special, but I mean, you can get 2 years out of the way and then you can transfer out, so that's what I'm hoping to do. I'm already set on my way to get my 2-year degree when I graduate this year from high school.
Mounir and Hafid plan to play college soccer and have discussed at length majors and career choices that might include business or something in the medical field. And it's pretty likely they'll head to school together.
It's always been the plan for us ever since the start. Yeah, our dad has always told us that would be the best thing for us, and we always know that if we're not around each other, it's been boring. So yeah, we definitely want to go to school together.
Hafid and Mounir have 3 older brothers who excelled at soccer, along with their father, Yosef, who played professionally. John talks football with the Maple Grove Crimson when we return.
Welcome back to Sports Jam. The Maple Grove football team capped off an 8-0 regular season Wednesday night with a win over Champlin Park, and they join us this week on Sports Jam. We're with head coach Matt Lombardi along with Emmanuel Erich and Ben Schultz. And Ben, talk about your work on the offensive line. You guys seem to work very well together. Got an early lead on Champlin Park, as you've had done a lot of times this season to opponents.
We just try to start out every game, hitting them in the mouth, coming out, making big runs, getting 3, 4, and then eventually opening it up. And we got to give credit to our backs and our wide receivers blocking downfield, our fullback, and just everyone on the team doing their best effort.
Been mostly a rushing attack for this offense this year. Do you like run blocking as opposed to pass blocking?
Yeah, it's really fun. You get to go out and you just get to hammer them on the line, and you just get to driving back and hopefully get a pancake. But you got to throw a pass block every once in a while in there, and switch it up.
Good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you, sir.
Emmanuel, defense has been outstanding as well, and talk about the way you guys fly to the ball on that side of the ball.
Well, we take pride in watching film, and our opponent, we just watch them every week. And throughout practice, we fly around in practice, and we just have fun every play out there. So I love those guys, man. We play with our hearts, we play for each other, and we just fly around, have fun.
Do you have the confidence that you guys can defend anybody that you're going to face on a Friday night or a Wednesday night in this case?
Yes, sir. Anyone you're bringing our way, we'll work hard during practice, watch film, and we'll get the W.
How much work goes into the preparation? Make sure you guys are ready. The coaches have you guys ready for your games.
Oh, man, it's a lot of work. I mean, not only we watch film at school, before practice, we also go to like a player's house and watch film there and watch film at home. And every second we have the opportunity, just watch film.
Emmanuel, good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you, sir.
Coach Lombardi, it was a way you wanted to come out against Champlain Park in the regular season finale. You come out strong, play well, offense, defense, special teams all working.
Yeah, I was proud of the kids. They came out. They came this set tonight, and they played hard on every side of the ball. And Champlain came in with a lot of momentum, so we knew we had to come at them early and try to get them on their heels and say, this is our home field. It's senior night. Let's come out and make a statement. And I thought we did. And I was proud of how we ran the ball, but defensively, I thought we did a really good job those first 4 possessions of giving us good field position, and they blocked the punt, and that's how you win. The defense has to catch you in a good field, and when you get a short field, you got to take advantage of it. And I thought we did a good job of that.
Talk about the playoffs now. You can get into the section playoffs and you have the crossover again. Do you like this 6A format and the way that it's gone now the second year?
Actually, I love it. I think it's been so pleasant because I just love the sport, and I love all the schools, and the coaches do a great job in this whole state. And what it's done is it's allowed our kids to start to become fans of other teams. I mean, when you were all stuck in one section, you knew those 6 teams, but now they actually know who Mounds View is and Rosemont, and they know the Lake Conference schools. And so they have to pay attention to all these different schools because you never know who you're going to feed into. So for our kids, I think it's made them bigger fans of the sport, so I think it's been really great.
Coach, good luck. Congratulations on an 8-0 regular season. We'll see you in the playoffs.
Hey, thank you very much.
And as we go to break, let's take a look at the Section 5 Class 6A playoff bracket.
Election Day is November 5th. To learn more about who your candidates are and what they stand for, watch Local Vote 2013 on 12 News or go to 12.tv.
Our game of the week is a playoff opener in prep football as Champlain Park visits Osseo in the Section 5 Class 6A first round. The game is Friday at 7 o'clock. You can watch it Saturday at 7 and 10 p.m. here on Channel 12. And that will do it for this week's Sports Jam.
We'll have state soccer and tennis plus section football and volleyball for you next week. We'll see you then.